Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo of the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we're about to get started with an early an early open mic slash after the greatness. But first, as always, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESINet goes beyond industry standards, not only i3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
Carbine, it's multimedia. You can get text, translate to whatever language, getting away with the legacy equipment and going into a cloud-based solution.
It's the first time in U.S. history that we have an ESINet through cloud-native call handling.
As a police officer, to have the victim go video, that's unheard of.
You're getting upgrades every month, not every year.
To schedule your free Carbine demo, please visit carbine.com/WTT.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Oh shit, we're back. Oh man. Hello, and welcome to After the Greatness / Open Mic Live. It is good to have you all here with me. This live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital as well as Carbine. A big shout out to patrons. As always, thank you for everything. Man, oh man. It has been a week. It has been a week. And I have like a piece of dry skin or something. I can't see it. I see it a little bit on the side of my face. What the hell? I like this already. The people are jumping into the comments saying hello, and people saying, get her damn lunch. It says Roxy and Jack also, they still don't have lunch? No, man. They still don't have lunch. And that's why it's funny. But welcome. Right off the bat, I want to share something here really quick before we get started, because we are going to be recapping yesterday as well as today and talking about some stuff. There's a giveaway I'm going to be doing, but I want to show this right away. And bam! One of the big things that I ended up announcing this week was that I have brought on a good friend, an amazing person, an asset to this entire profession, Dawn Shumway, DDPQ. Don't forget the DDPQ. Volunteer assistant producer, and she's going to do some phenomenal things. I wish she could be here so that we could talk about a couple things. And wait. Well, you are here.
Yes, there you go.
Whoop, there it is.
Whoop.
Oh, shit. What is it, 1992 now?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, my guest. Woo! Dawn, welcome.
Thank you. And Ricardo needs food, everybody. And sleep and soda.
Yeah, open mic. Yeah,
Eat
something.
him.
I need something. Yeah, for sure. Instead, I have water.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay.
And Amy.
Yeah. So literally, right before I was gonna go, I sent Dawn a message. I was like, "Dude, are you available? Like, you want to come on?" She's like, "I'm on my way home." Like, yeah, I can, but I don't know. I've had so much stuff going on. Like when I asked Dawn, I said, "Are you working?" And then she said something. I was like, "So wait, are you working, or what does that mean? Are you not working?" And she's like, "No, I'm almost okay." And I was like, "Oh, sorry."
I was like, I just got done eating, and he's like, "So does that mean you're working?" And I was like, "No, I am not working.
Like,
I
no.
have finished eating."
So it has been an excellent week. We just wrapped up Dare to Be Great for Era the headset, and I want to say that some of the stuff that I usually say here for open mic. So I'm going to go through this stuff here really quick. And episode 471 was posted. 472, which is an open mic session from the New Jersey Conference, is going to be coming out probably in the next couple days. It usually comes out on Wednesdays, but dude, there's been a lot going on. And I also have to package every single beanie that was purchased last week tomorrow to send out. So all of that stuff is going on. But on Thursdays, what we do in open mic is we always check in with everyone. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty and 10 being awesome, how are you doing? Dawn, how about you? What are you coming in at?
Well, it's funny because I'm just like a mix. It feels like a mix, probably like a 7.
Oh, a 7.
I mean,
Okay.
I had soda, so that's what brought it up.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was good. And hi, Roxy. Oh, look, Roxy's a 10. I could see that. And
Nice.
Roxy, you were so helpful to everybody in the comments today and other times. Like, I like that you are a resource. So love it.
Yes, I love it as well.
Yeah.
I am I would say like I'm an 8 or 9. I'm super happy that the week, went well. It's weird to think that it's already over though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a blur.
Yeah, it definitely is. It feels like it was just last night, like Sunday, like last night was Sunday, and I'm thinking, all right, fuck, what do I got to do? What do I have to do for Monday? Who's starting out? What's going on? So yes, so there's a lot of different things that have been going on this week, but I what I want to share here really quick is this is so stupid.
Oh,
I can't believe I'm actually going to show this, but it's a picture of Dawn. So she has no, I'm just playing. It's a picture of me.
I was like, where is this? I've had this happen before.
No, I was just joking. It's me. So this is literally the progression, like pre-con day 1, day 2, and by day 4, bam.
I like it.
Yeah, so from the top left to the right to down to the right again. There you go. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. By Thursday, I'm like, that is the progression right there.
The different phases.
Yeah. Yeah. Super happy. And then
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the progression.
There's a photo of me that I've shared in classes that so Matt Grogan, my friend, all our friends, he had found a photo of me on Facebook doing some weird deep dive. And he made it his screen, it's when I call him, that's the photo that pops up. He put it in a stupid phone.
Oh, perfect.
This awful photo.
Do you have it there?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up so you guys can see it.
Okay, let me bring this down. But Jack here says a caffeine loading sequence. That's perfect.
See if you can see it. Well, it might be too bright.
It's a little bright.
What's that? Let me see. I'll send it to you and you can do it.
Text it to me. Yes. Text it to me.
That way.
Yes. That is hilarious. But that is basically how it's been this week. But it has been good. It has been a good week. There's been a lot going on. Let's see, Tim says, Dawn, Matt has a smartphone.
Yes.
Well.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Let's
And
see.
okay,
All
I
right.
sent you the photo. Did
All
you
right,
get it?
cool. I'm watching.
That's not nice to laugh at this. So here's the backstory of the photo before he shares it, and the fact that he's laughing at it. I am a deep sleeper. Okay, and this was a 1 hour car drive, but like I'm always responsible for keeping something alive, whether it's my kids, my pets. I mean, I have 10 pets. I have so many
Or
kids.
yourself.
Yeah, or both. So anyway, so then when I finally can sleep, it's like hypnosis. I'm out. And anyway, so my family thought it would be funny to do this to me. So I'll let you share the photo.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can share it.
Okay.
So
Okay. Here we go.
yeah, my family's asses. So they have progressed to putting like Starburst down my throat. And I'm like, okay,
You don't
first of all,
choking
I
already?
yeah, like, do you want me to not wake up? I mean, because that's how we don't wake up people. Yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah, Amy, I would be so mad.
yeah. And like the thing is like I wake up and I'm like, what the hell? Like later, because I don't wake up. They did this whole thing to me. They were like, how much can we do? A lot. You can do a lot. Which is why I really am terrified of flying. Not because I'm like, oh, airplanes. I'm like, what are people like? People could do lots of things to me. Like, there could be an emergency landing. They'd be like, what the hell? And I wouldn't even know. Like, I would be like, that was really quick flight, guys. Like,
Right.
so
like
yeah.
you don't even realize that we did an emergency
Oh,
landing somewhere
yep.
else, and we landed at our final destination. So
Yep. I'd have no clue. People are like, like I am lucky, there's a lot of dispatchers I know, like, and I work night shift before this. So like for a decade, like I was never one that had to like supplement with pills or other things. I'm like, I just have this natural ability. If you added pills onto this, like I would die. I wouldn't like it would be like it'd be a death level, but
oh my
but yeah.
lord.
But
Okay,
this is
so
the photo that shows up every time I call or text Matt.
this is what shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. We should
Yeah.
start a trend. I might have to do the same thing now.
No, where it's like my photo. No.
But this specific photo. So okay, so okay, hold on really quick before we move on. I have a question. So when you woke up with this, like did the one that's on your mouth, did it fall in?
Yeah, that's probably I think what eventually woke. I was like, I probably was like, I want more. I don't know.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. Gary says, yo, how is everyone? We know Ricardo is a little tired, but holy crap, we just had 4 amazing days of learning and fun and just wow. Yes, sir. And then you get to jump in and see this amazing picture of Dawn. Even better.
So embarrassing.
So, wow. That is awesome. I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
So as we continue on, there's again a lot of stuff that have been going on. Wait, Gary says I come in at the right time. Yes, you did. So we're going to start off with yesterday. So yesterday in the morning, keynote speaker Dominique Mathis, oh my lord, answering the call, what really happens in 911. This session was phenomenal. Each keynote speaker and also the sponsor speakers as well, which thank you to all the sponsors for helping make this possible. I appreciate all of you very, very much. And like each one of them, they started it out very well. It was a great way to start each day. And there was also music played for this one, and it was a song by Beyonce. I had not heard it before, but it was perfect for everything that was going on. So I don't know if you had a chance to check this one out, but if not, make sure to go back and view it because it was very good. So the next one, oops, I scrolled way far. So the next one, okay, we do this live, right? And it's virtual. So we're at the mercy of tech, internet, all of it. And so I had Angela Johnson on. She's a licensed professional counselor. She's discussing signs and symptoms of compassion fatigue. and differences and everything. The session was called 911 Dispatchers and Compassion Fatigue, taking care of ourselves so we can take care of others. Now, this one was interesting because she was on campus, she was at work, and the internet was locked down. So we had to try to figure out an alternate way to bring her in. Otherwise, it was just going to be the audio, and she was going to have to send me her PowerPoint, which I was all about doing. But she wanted to be on screen and everything. And I was like, all right, well, let's figure this out. And I heard her say, we're able to access Zoom. So I ended up on the fly buying a license for Zoom, and I brought her in because if you do it for free, like you only get like 40 minutes or maybe it's an hour, I don't know, something like that before it shuts it down. So I bought the license, had her on Zoom on this screen here, pulled her into the other screen on the other side, and had to feed the audio through and pray that there was not like this audio echo thing. I'm just happy that I've got the equipment to do it. But it was a phenomenal session. But I bring it up too because there's always things that happen with technology, right?
Oh yeah. But it's just like, and it's hard because it's like, I mean, we actually, one of the first times that that we were even together when I was teaching a conference, I had to do it for my phone before. And it's funny because I did this one for my phone too.
Yeah.
And my coworkers had to do theirs from their houses because they still couldn't figure out what the issue was at my work, and so like it's hard because it's like it's blend because like it's nice to do things virtual to be able to have that far reach, and especially when like all of us have like our like pulling schedules, right, conflicting, where we can be like, oh man, I want to watch that, I'm gonna go watch it on replay. Especially the opportunity to be like, oh my gosh, you have to see this, I want you to see this, look, share it, and you share it with the right people. So it's powerful that way. But there are all these hoops, I think, behind the scenes that, like what Ricardo's talking about, that it's draining, right? Like it's draining. It takes manpower. I mean, like look at how many phone calls and things. Like when we were troubleshooting, I know on ours, my coworker, you could probably hear her swear in the background. You were on the phone and she's like, oh, I said that really loud. I'm like, yeah, you did. Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes,
but
that was really good. And so as we are talking about this type of thing, I just thought about it right now. There's another picture that I want to share here that I posted. I'm trying to scroll through and find it because it is it's kind of it's a good depiction of something that happened.
yeah. But
So
I like their comments were that you're a miracle worker. I do think like you really are an asset to so many people, even to these state conferences when they're putting on something. Like you're like, oh my gosh, let's reach out to Ricardo. Like I bet he knows this. I bet he can help. So just your ability to thought process through that. Good job.
I thank you. I try. There actually have been some times where I've been at conferences and I'm in a room. I'm like, they'll be looking for IT and I'll walk up and say, what do you need? I'll try to help you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like a cord or something, or just, messing stuff around. I was like, I got that cord. I'll hook you up, but I need to get it back
Yes.
because I might need it for me. So, but thank you. I didn't see that in there, but I appreciate that. So this picture here, this happened yesterday during, right after, Dominique's session. We went into the gold sessions for the sponsors. So my good friend Leah was able to jump on and help out. She had good buddy Jameson with Rapid SOS. They were a gold sponsor, and so she was actually traveling. So that's her in her hotel, and she's doing that on her laptop. So the look on my face is because, so you see the screen, the big screen on the left, and then you see my laptop on the right. I've got the IAAD on my left, and I've got Doug Showalter and Company on my right. Now, the picture in the bottom left-hand corner, on the right side, I'm listening to the IAAD, and on the left side, you see that there are two different headphones. I'm listening to Doug at the same time. So they started, I actually had one, I think I had the IAD start first, and then I waited a few minutes, and then I had Doug go next. Well, doing this like this, sometimes you have to reach to a higher power and pray that they don't end at the same time.
Yes.
Well, this was the first time that I did this, and they ended at the same time. So I had both of my microphones muted, and I hear, and the IAD had like 3 or 4 questions in there, and they were good ones. Like, both sessions were excellent, but they had 3 or 4 questions in there, and all I could think was, okay, if they finish at the same time, what I can do is quickly read the question, have them answer, and then answer Doug simultaneously. And that's exactly how it went down. So they're still answering. I'm talking to Doug, and I'm like, hold on just a moment, answer them, come back to Doug, and mute my microphone for the other ones. And I'm like, oh, thank you, this and that. And then we were back in the green room, and I was like, okay, dude, I gotta go, because you guys finished at the same time. I was sweating balls in here.
Oh, there you go.
It was
Sorry for listening at work.
I'm not sorry.
Sorry. Yeah,
Nope.
no, that's actually really impressive. It's funny, like, because we're constantly pushing our limits that way. So that's really cool. And
Dude.
the Rapid SOS team, if you guys want to catch out their social media, they're all headed to New York. So they're posting, they have their like team retreat. It's kind of cool. So check out that. You can be jealous, live through them, or just say hi. It's actually some cool photos, cool to see how they get together, just that teamness. I like it because they all have like a +1. So it's actually nice to see like who like cool. So they, whether it's their spouse, or their child or whoever they chose, it's really cool to see like there's more, to see them beyond Rapid SOS.
Amy says you were sweating balls, but none of us knew. So there.
Yeah, none of us knew. There you go. I'm glad none of us knew.
Yeah. Well, so last year for Dare to Be Great 3, Leah and I both had 2. So I had 2 and she had 2, and we're talking on a private group chat. I'm like, okay, are you live? Good. Okay, yeah, I am as well. And then so we kept going back and forth, and luckily nobody stopped at the same time, but man, this time it was something else. And after it was done, I'm just sitting here just
that adrenaline dump. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I just kind of sat here for a moment, and I'm still listening to what's going on, but man, it was something else. So then we move on to cultivating a culture of excellence with Amy and Shannon, and man, oh man, I cannot say enough about them, their agency, Sugarland Public Safety Dispatch out of Texas. That was a really good session, and every time I've gone to different places, like that is the staple for basically what their title is, cultivating a culture of excellence. That is really good stuff.
Amy, I love that she has. So if you guys don't know, she has her Leaders Under the Headset on Facebook, social media, which is really nice to follow. She's constantly posting tips. She's really great about it. So tips good reminders, things that are helpful. So if you aren't following it, you should be, because Amy's amazing.
Yes, there you go. You heard it here. And then next up after that is Kelly Chess out of Kansas. She did an awesome session, and it's a deep session actually. She really opened up and talked. So this was about first party suicidal callers. Let's talk about it was her session, and she opened up about her own personal story, but also just other things, other experiences and everything going through it, and some facts, some myths. There was a lot of good stuff in this one, and I was blown away by it. And I really appreciate everyone, especially you, Dawn, in everyone's sessions, how all of you just opened up. You were not afraid to be, to reveal that side. And I think that helps a lot of people to be able to, share a little bit of themselves as well, to be able to see others and think, you know what, it's okay. It's okay for me to be able to say these things and let people know how I feel, because maybe they feel the same way too.
Yeah. And there's power in knowing that you're not alone. It helps relieve that isolation part. So
yes, exactly. Next up was the Chronic Stress Cascade, the biology of stress in the radio room with Sarah Pagel. She talks about a lot of different things. It was good to have her on here and talk about what she does, but also again her story too. And it's always funny to me because every time that I've talked with her, she always says, um, "It's okay. It's okay to talk about poop. We're fine. We're adults. We can talk about it. I talk about it all the time." So we're in the green room and she ended up mentioning it live as well. But I said, "You ready? Are you good to go?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I already pooped, already peed. I'm good to go. I've got my coffee." And I just sat there and I was laughing. And she goes, "I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff." I was like, "I know you're not." I was like, "That's why I love it. That's why it's so funny." And she said something similar when we were live too. And I'm just sitting here. I'm so glad that my mute button for my microphone is far enough away that I actually have to reach for it to press it, because some of the stuff, like when funny things happen, I'm in the room by myself just laughing my ass off and everybody would be able to hear me. I dig it. Let me see here.
I like to. I think people should talk about poop more.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where the conversations go a lot anyway, especially during the open mic ones. Let's see. Hannah says some of the absolute
That's
best
hard,
classes I've ever taken have been taught by people being vulnerable and sharing their experiences, even the hard ones. Yes, yes, definitely. And Roxy says that's a hard pass.
Yeah, she's
Poop
not
is a conversation stopper here.
Well, so Roxy, because I don't know if you heard before, because me and Ricardo had this big talk about, because we had this whole turd thing, because I think it's funny that like for tactical emergency response team, they named it team instead of tactical emergency response dispatcher. So because they wanted to avoid the turd. So I just say we should accept the turds, but I'm with you as far as like there's a little bit too much, like, but we're turds. I want to be a turd.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
turd.
I love it. There you go. Yeah,
Yes.
turd.
So we won't talk about poop. We'll talk about turds.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, it ends up turning into a story where I was at the airport and someone was in there in beast mode, and you can taste it because it's so hot or whatever. It's gross.
Wow.
It's 4 days of straight all of this, so
Yes.
I'm freaking out here. No, I'm just playing. Wait, hold on. Gary says no poop here. Thank you. You what? You are we kidding? We all okay. We all like a poop story. Teresa says, "LOL, my luck. My iguana would have pooped on me in our session."
No, don't sign off, Roxy. So she said
No, don't leave, Roxy. We're just playing. We're done. We're done with the poop. So the next session is our best boundary. So which is good. See, Kimber says we call my dog Turd, and his ears perked up just now.
There you go.
That's funny. So Hannah, I'm glad that you're in here and everything, because your session was next, and this was excellent. It was so good, and I'm so happy that you were able to come on, and that you submitted this session, because I think this talk, as well as the one that Juliet Brown did, those two on this topic and everything were definitely ones that people needed to hear, because I think people, including myself, I don't always say no when it's like working on things or whatever. I want to be able to help everyone, and I don't always help myself. So I think it's a huge statement for people to be able to hear that and know that. What was it? No is a response, or no is a sentence, or I
It's
forget.
a full sentence.
Yes,
Like, no
yes.
sentence.
Right. And that it's okay to take some people, the bad, out of your life and bring in the good ones. And yes, like Roxy said, very relevant. Yes.
It is.
Hannah, excellent work. Julie, excellent work. Like, all of you did so much. I mean, that's the only reason that Dare to Be Great is what it is because of all of you, all the speakers that come and share you with everyone. And then, of course, the attendees who are there, those who are within the trenches of 911, doing your thing, the most vital piece of public safety. You guys make this what it is. It's awesome. See, Hannah, absolutely. No is a complete sentence. Yes. Yes. So to wrap up, yesterday was Amanda Whitney, and I was super excited for her session because I had her on a podcast episode, and she had reached out and wanted to be on the show, and we were talking through email and stuff, and then I had her on the show, and just listening to her story just blew me away. And then when she submitted this one, I knew she had to be one of the speakers, and I had her as the closer for yesterday. I mean, each closer for each day, super powerful, just awesome. And Dawn, you were one of the closers too, and damn it, man, like, such good stuff. I can't say enough. Let's see. Teresa says, "Are you doing another one next year?" I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. If you haven't watched the ending of the closing session today, you don't know yet, but you'll know here soon. If you know in the audience, don't say anything yet because I'm not sure what's going to happen. But Roxy, yes, Amanda was powerful. Yes, such a good one. And then this morning, as we mentioned, Roxy, who's here, she was the opening speaker, keynote speaker, and she did a session today, which when she sent me the title for it, I thought, huh? The title is Why We Should Listen to Ricardo. Yes. And I remember when I sent her when we were talking about it over Messenger, and she sent me the title and stuff. I said, "Huh?" I was like, "What?" I said, "Are you for real?" And she goes, "Don't worry, it will make sense. I promise you, it'll make sense." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Sounds good," and it did. It very much did, and it was phenomenal. And thank you, Roxy, for being a keynote for this. For the session and just speaking from the heart and all the good words. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. You had me in tears for a little bit there as I was listening, and I thought, please don't end your speech yet because I cannot come on camera yet. And I had no tissues here. Now I know what people go through when they're in an Imagine listening session and they're like, "Dude, why don't you have tissues in here?" I'm like, "Well, would you have stayed if I told you needed tissues?" No, probably not. Dude, it got super dark over there where you're at.
I know, the sun went down.
Is that a deer in the window saying hi or something? No. Oh, it's something.
I'm gonna whip out some lights. I have some holiday lights.
Oh, do it. Are you? You got real close, like you were about to like tell a spooky story or something.
Yeah, I should. Something like I have to go to work tomorrow. That's pretty scary.
That is super scary. Okay, you do your thing. The session after that was Living with PTSD, a former 911 dispatcher perspective. That was with Wendy Bundy. She is a certified peer recovery specialist, and man, it was really good. She, again, sharing her story, kind of talking about how things went with her husband as well while she was going through these struggles, because he's in public safety as well. And one of the things that really stuck out was the fact that, she told him while, being in recovery and everything, and still, there's some triggers that she was talking about. But one of the big things was she told him not to have a radio there because, like he would have the radio and stuff and tones would go off or whatever, and it would be a trigger. And
they had
and
he's
still doing
normal.
it. Yeah, exactly. And they they had to work together to go through.
I'm listening.
No, I know. That's when you said you had festive lights, like that's not what I expected.
Festive.
No, they are. You're correct. But I thought the way you looked back at first, I thought you were turning lights on that were like in the room. Wow.
That would require me walking. No. That's not happening right now.
I love it. This is awesome. Do they?
It has like this because it's for like I have these. You can have wine bottles. I don't drink wine, but I have like apple juice cider or like soda.
Yeah.
And so me and my kids make these and we go stick them out throughout the yard. They're fairy lights.
Oh, nice. Okay, I dig that.
Holiday
Let's
lights.
see. Look at that. We got comments coming in already. Hannah's like, "Yes, I love the lights." Kimber, I thought colored lights maybe. Leslie says, "So cute."
Yeah,
And LOL,
yeah.
that would require walking.
Yeah, it's not happening right now. Yeah, so we had one of our coworkers.
Wait, are they twinkling?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, well, Hannah I just read Hannah's thing. It says,
Oh.
"Wait, are they twinkling too?" I
Yeah.
absolutely adore this.
Yeah.
So then I had to look at you because I'm looking into the camera, but I had to look over here at you to see it. And yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You could wear them to work. So if you don't have an ugly Christmas sweater, that's actually what one of our coworkers did. We were supposed to wear ugly Christmas sweater because we're making some digital postcards to send out to other agencies that send us cards.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so we just wrapped her in lights. We're like, well, we just found some spare lights. We're like, so that's just dispatch. You just make it work with what you have. Yeah.
I dig it. I like it. I like it. Very well done. Let's see. Amy says, "I have a Christmas light cell phone charger at my desk, and it's amazing for my mood."
Oh, I like
Boom.
that.
There you go. Tim also says it's pop, not soda.
I know. Okay, fine. I'll say soda pop. I'll say both, and then we're all same team.
Yeah, it's wherever you go, or if you're like in Alabama, like everything is a Coke. And so there's differences everywhere. Yeah.
It's soda. But can I just tell you,
It's
so in
pop.
Utah,
in the Midwest.
soda, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The soda shops, they opened at 7 a.m. in Utah. And so I moved to Idaho, but now they don't open till 10. And that's
The
hard on
soda
me.
shops?
Soda pop.
Yeah,
Well,
but
soda
the
pop.
shops?
Yes. Like there's a store. Okay. So
Are
there's
you talking like just like a gas station?
No. They are dedicated for soda. Leslie knows what I'm talking about. I know she does. Leslie's from Utah.
Leslie.
No. Well, yes, there's Sonic, but that's not this. Amy, stop trying to be realistic. Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same, Amy. Amy, see, Leslie agrees. See, soda chape. Yeah, I don't.
So hold on. This is like back in the day when you could go sit at like a bar area and they're like, "What do you want?" And you're like, "Give me a Coke or whatever." And they go
Well, I mean,
and
like
they do like old school style.
No, well, yeah, but it's more like you go, like, I like the drink, it's called Pepper Lotta. This is my favorite. So it's Diet Dr. Pepper, pineapple, coconut, and cream. And so you go and they have these various concoctions. I mean, there's like hundreds of mixes of sodas, and it's really what they do.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, alcohol in Utah.
So,
Leslie's like,
look at
"This
this.
is what we do."
Okay.
I don't know.
I go to Google this, and immediately what pops up is soda shops in Utah. That's the first thing that shows up.
Because they're every block. You can look
What?
on one side and the other side, and there's soda everywhere. Sodalicious. Get it? That's pretty funny.
Sodalicious?
Sodalicious.
What about Sodarific?
I haven't heard of that one. But there's
or Sodasaurus Rex.
Yeah, Leslie's like and long lines. Yeah, see, that's why they open
There
at
is
7.
Sodalicious. It's in Provo.
Yeah. Well, there's one. There's actually some Sodalicious up here. That's hard to see. But they open at 10. That was my only thing. I like them. But yes, you guys. So just a pepper latte.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So do they have soda jerks too? Then
What?
Soda jerks.
I
That's
don't
what they
know.
were called. Okay. So hold on. I know we've completely gone off the topic here.
We're off rail. But anyway.
But it's okay. I'm going to hold on.
Just if you're in Idaho or Utah, ask Leslie or me. We'll tell you. No. Oh yeah. Soda fragilistic expialidocious. That's how they should name it, Ruth.
Okay,
like
so I found the soda shop. Here it is.
Oh, see,
there it is.
It's not the current one. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like.
This is good.
Yeah,
Now
Larry will
now we
explain
know.
it. Yeah, Larry will explain it to Amy. Larry used to work where I work. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, he worked
It
with Ada
is.
County.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
Yep.
Jack says you're aging yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in 81, but I know these. Yeah, soda jerks. Those were the dudes that were there with the hats. Those are soda jerks. So
people like drive-throughs.
So
you just go in the drive-through, get your soda, and then you leave. But anyways,
that's pretty awesome. No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. So the next session after that is actually a couple of your coworkers. It was reframing anxiety, and that's with Cassie and Nicole.
Yeah.
And it was an excellent one.
Oh yeah.
They were in different spots. So it was funny because there was an email that they had sent saying, so we're going to have the same issue that Dawn had. So we got to try to figure this out. But they were also saying we live like 45, 50 minutes away from work. And I said, well, however you're able to do it, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. So then they both come on and, they're at home and stuff. So we were trying to figure out all the tech stuff, and then we got them on, and it ended up working out perfectly. But it was good to have them on and just share all of their information for everyone, and shedding light on it.
Yeah, and if you guys, they highlighted a part talking about training that I thought was really relevant, because they talked about how there was a new person who had fear about taking a specific 911 call. Like they were so worried about it, it was actually impeding them with other things. And they actually had a way that you pull it apart and literally reframe it. So it's like, what's the likelihood of taking this call? And actually, what support do you have? And so just looking at it in that different way is helpful. And, honestly, it helps in even like personal things, like your personal life. So it's a class I do recommend it, just because of I remember when I was giving birth to my own first child, I was worried about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, because you're nervous about something that you haven't done. How am I going to be able to have childbirth? Until someone in that same way was like, look at how many women have children. Women successfully give childbirth all the time. Our bodies are literally built for it. And then when I was like, oh yeah, then it helped reframe it. Look at that. And that's basically what their class was. So I thought they did a good job. It sucked that our work had such tech issues, but you made it work for them.
It still worked. Everything was good. And I enjoyed the session. It was an awesome one, and I'm hoping to be able to get them both on an episode of the podcast too.
Oh yeah.
That would be really good. So next up, it was Brian McMurdo, and he did a session called "Go Through What You Go Through," and I've seen a different version of this where he goes a little more in depth into his story, but every time he has done this, and I've seen it, and he's tweaked it, he's added, he's taken some stuff out. Either way, it's always been fresh when he's done it. And
yeah,
Brian,
my favorite thing from his was where like how he's talking about, like when we feel like we're getting buried, he's like, you're not being buried, you're being planted.
Yes.
So I think that was a fun quote. Like, what a nice, fun quote. So I throw quotes up in my office. So maybe that's a quote that you guys would like.
Love it. Yes. Yeah. That was a really good one. And as we're getting closer to everything that we're talking about here, what I need is, so I had put something in the comments. I'm going to do it again. Roll call. There are several people. There are a lot of people in here in the audience, people that are watching. I need to know who all is in here. And the reason for that is also because of this giveaway. And I need to see if the person is here, because you need to be present to win. And if I have to go through and pick again, it's going to take a little bit. So please throw something in there. And I just need to know who all is in here so that we can go through this. The next one after that was Purpose Driven Performance by Drew Clark. And damn it, that dude is amazing. Just so much energy. I love it. I mean, his promo video alone was good, and very good, in fact. And then his session. So he was talking about different singers and stuff, and he had mentioned Beyonce, and he says, in my opinion, she's not the best singer, but she's a great singer. And he goes, how many other people do you know that that are good? So I put something in the comments, and I said, what about Janet, like Janet Jackson? No, there's a song. Oh geez, what is it? I can't remember now what it's called. Anyway, there's a part in there where she says, my name is not baby, it's Janet, Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And maybe it's Nasty Boys. Maybe that's the name of the song. I don't remember, but I put that in there, and I was laughing when I put it in there. And if you watch the replay, you'll know exactly when I put it in there, because he looks and he chuckles and he goes, "Oh, Ricardo," and he says, behave in the comments." Which I thought was hilarious. So thank you, Drew. It was an excellent session, and I appreciate it. The one after that was a spoonful of positive helps the feedback go down. Leslie and Missy, well done. Like, if you are looking for a true feedback session that is not basic and is very well done, this is the one that you want. This was very well done. And Leslie, your dedication, I mean, both of you, because they were not feeling well. And what Leslie said was, I mean, she had oxygen tank. Like, I mean, because she has COVID, and she still did the session. And I had told her, you don't have to. Like, you guys don't have to do it. We'll record it and we'll add it in later on. And she's like, no, we want to do this. We're ready to do it, and it's going to be good. And it was very, very good. And I can't say enough about it. The both of you, well done. As Dawn sits there twinkling.
Yes, well, and I knew Leslie from Utah, so she's good. I'm glad, like, she does a lot with QA, so it's really good. I'm glad that she shares that with other people, especially because there's so many people who that's a constant topic, right? That people need help with.
Yes. Yep. Very, very well done. And they had told me too, when we were back in the green room afterwards. I had told them too. I was like, I want you to, come on the podcast, or let's do a dispatchers roundtable. And I said, my new assistant producer will be getting a hold of you soon.
Yes.
Yeah, to do that. And they're like, we love Dawn. I was like, how do you guys know each other? But now I know.
In this small world, it's funny.
Yeah. It was very good. So the session after that was, is your training better than doing the dishes? And that was Gary Tammyhill. Well done, dude. Also, he'd been training a new class of dispatchers and call takers coming in. So he had turned the camera, and they're all like, he says, say hi, and they're like, hi. It's almost like when you're talking to somebody and you're like, oh, the kids are here, and you're like, say hi. It's like, oh, hi. It was kind of their reaction a little bit, like, we're on camera too. But it was good. It was awesome. He had a lot of good stuff to say. And I remember when he had submitted this and he'd been chosen, I had asked him a few other questions. I was like, is your training better than doing the dishes? And he started laughing, and he goes, I swear to you, it'll make sense. It's relevant. I was like, okay, no, I trust you, man. There he is right there. Yo, had a blast. Yes, it was really good. And I appreciate you, dude. Well done. See, Teresa says, do a CTO roundtable, old and new. I need pointers. That would be a good one. Dawn, you're just like,
I'm like, yes, it would be a good one. I'm like, I'm appreciating it. Yeah, I'm excited. I really hope that people, for me, it's really nice to have this opportunity. You have a safe place outside of your own work. And I was telling Ricardo this, it's nice to be able to be I have this network of friends. I can message Leslie, I can message Roxy, I can reach out to Gary, or whoever it is. And Tim and I, we actually message all the time. We're just like, how are you? It's really nice. Tim's he's a really good friend. So it's just utilize this network, and don't just feel like you just have to listen to that episode. Be like, hey, we're going to use this episode, and then what else do you got? Do you have this? Feel free to pick each other's brains. I mean, that's what we're here for. We don't have to do this alone.
Yes, exactly. The
you could,
final
meet in a soda shop. No, I'm so
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Um, so the session to wrap everything up for the week was by Erica Lakey and Yasmin Barnett, and they did a session called "Invest in Yourself: Climbing the Mountain of Success Will Be Rocky." And this was really good as well. They were sharing their stories and kind of how they ended up getting into really furthering their career, whether it was through, scholarships or conferences, but also talking about, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And, until you start seeing people, meeting people, researching and doing all different types of things and being able to go and really, investing in yourself, but also, some of the stuff by, um, submitting for sessions at different conferences, that you're not always going to be chosen for something, and don't be discouraged if you're not chosen. Maybe there's another pathway to get to whatever conference there is, or you take it back, you tweak it, and then the following year or even a different conference, you know maybe you can jump in there. So it was really cool to hear from them, and there's just their journey through all of it and sharing that experience for those who maybe have never knew about it.
Yeah, well, and that's what, like, it's nice to like when you say you don't know what you don't know. It's such a funny phrase, but even things like, so Larry with Sugarland, he
Mhm.
actually shared with us this app, Goose Chase, to help with geotours. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is helpful. Helpful. We're actually using it next Tuesday, so it was
Nice.
it was that helpful. So I like it. And sorry, Teresa, that your closet's filled with mops. She needs a safe place. We're your online safe place.
That's right.
Yeah,
That is right.
yeah.
Exactly. So that that was yesterday and today, and I have a story here to share really quick. I had gotten a message from someone, and so this was the message that was sent to me. Funny story. We had the conference pulled up in our EOC watching the sessions this morning. We forgot to close it down, and we were having a meeting with FD, PD, and crime analysts, and all of a sudden we hear "Good morning." Scared the shit out of all of us.
That's funny.
I love that.
That is good. I'm glad. That's a morning
I'm
start.
yeah, exactly. I'm guessing it was me that
I'm
said good
guessing
morning.
it.
But yeah, that's hilarious to be there, and having this meeting with all these folks and stuff, and then to hear somebody yell out "good morning," and everyone's like, "What the fuck is that? Who's what's going on?" And it's my dumbass who's on the screen saying "hello, good morning." Well, it's not exactly like that, but
Hello.
hello, like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, so weird. Oh.
Dearie. Oh, Amy. Okay, I wasn't gonna say that it was you who sent it to me, but cool.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
funny.
good. You go ahead and say it.
Oh, that's funny.
So it was me. It was you, and it definitely woke us all up. LOL. You're welcome. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that, because that is hilarious. I didn't want to say it was you just in case, but I'm glad you did, because that now we can connect it and everything. So yes, that was hilarious, and it made me laugh when I read it, and I immediately sent a message back saying, "Can I share this, please?" Because that is hilarious. I like it. So before I get to the giveaway and say who won, I do want to share this really quick. So throughout these 4 days, it ended up being, I don't know, just kind of short of 1,100 attendees that were there, and it's going to continue to go up. I'm still getting messages now. I'll put it this way: I'm still getting notifications, even today, from people registering for the very first Dare to Be Great. So there's going to be a lot more that come in, and during that time, I want to say this because this is really cool. The people who were watching, attending registered all of it. We're from the United States, of course, Canada, Brazil, the United Kingdom, Spain, Iceland, Germany, Qatar, and South Korea. Hell
really
yes.
cool.
Hell yes. That was awesome. And I just thank you all for joining us for the entire week. Again, like I said before, it doesn't even, I can't believe that we're already at the end, that was it. But yes, Roxy, yeah, Iceland. What? Yeah, so around the world, people were here and they were with all of you. And yes, Jack, very, very humbling. Try not to get it's just amazing. And I thank you all for the support and for attending, but all of you for the job that you do. And not a lot of people can do it. And it just is awesome to be able to give back. It's one of the things that I've wanted to do since I left Dispatch. That was been really the mission, is to give back through the power of storytelling somehow, and do something to leave some sort of mark. And Dare to Be Great, there you have it. All over the world, people are watching and listening and learning from all of you. I think one of the best parts is that it was created by Dispatch for Dispatch, and every single speaker comes from 911 in one way, but especially from Dispatch. And I think that's what makes this so special. I can't say enough.
All those comments, that's so sweet.
I haven't even looked at the comments.
I know.
I'll look.
If you ever read them later. It just really, like, it's cool to, like, when you say, like, hey, you know what? This is it. Like, you set out to make a dream and, like, you achieved it. So, and everybody's just acknowledging that. I like it.
Oh.
I told you you'd need your tissues.
I know.
This is what I do. Like,
yeah, I don't have that luxury. I don't have hair to use my hat later. Thank you all. I appreciate it in the comments, and more than you know, believe me, more than you know, I appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to share this. Bam. There it is. There's your answer, Teresa. Dare to Be Great 5. Look forward to it. December 4th through the 7th, 2023. Like the graphic says, thank you for the support. And make sure to go back and check out all that Dare to Be Great has to offer, 1 through 4. What I'm going to do, I started doing this with the first one, and things got so fucking crazy that I did not get a chance to do it. Plus, I had to switch from one YouTube channel to another. So Within the Trenches Media, that YouTube channel, soon will have Dare to Be Great 1 through 3, every single session on there. And it'll be easier for everyone to be able to access it. And then Dare to Be Great 4, those sessions will go up, and probably next month they'll end up going up on there. I want people to be able to go into Crowdcast and still get them from there, excuse me. Plus, the certificate for participation will be going out in 2 weeks. So make sure to look out for that. I'm just going to simply send an email through Crowdcast to the entire, all the attendees, and there'll be a link for you to go, and you'll be able to get your participation certificate there. And hold on, let me see here. There's a bunch of comments in here.
Teresa's cracking me up. She's like, merch. She needs the stuff.
Oh, merch. Yes.
Merch.
So the Air the Headset sweatshirts and all the beanies and stuff, they are being packaged tomorrow. My dining table is full of beanies, and I ordered something to help me with the packaging
Yeah.
and the labels and everything.
I'm just kidding.
The what?
I said, less talk, more shipping. Chop, chop.
I know, right? I'll get to it as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to start shipping. No, I'm taking all So I told somebody, Don, yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I was like, I'm taking tomorrow off. And they're like, oh, that's good. I was like, no, not like that. I'm taking tomorrow off to just do packaging.
Oh, yes.
Yes, to just do packaging.
You need
And,
a iguana merch for Teresa. I've seen
yes.
those iguana. Do you have the iguana leashes? Like the
Oh,
backpacks that they wear
oh,
off
yeah.
Amazon? Yeah. Teresa, do you
Okay,
have one?
we'll have to figure that out. But yes, it's official.
Yes.
DTBG5. But Teresa says, you're amazing. You and Sarah inspired me at that workshop. Maybe I'll submit to present. Yes, that would be awesome. Iguana turds and all. Oh, that is great. Yes, definitely. So thank you all very, very much. There have been, the demand is there, and there's been enough people who have said, please continue doing Dare to Be Great. So here it is. Dare to Be Great 5 coming up in 2023. I know it's a long way away, but it's going to go fast. Like, it'll end up going fast, and we'll be sitting here again saying, well, that was a great DTBG5.
Yeah.
And my voice cracked, so I'm like 13 years old again. Okay. So, all right. Okay. So I didn't see the name of the winner in here when I said, tell me who's in here. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I did. There it is. Okay. So here we go. Here is the winner. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the person's name because they're in here. Everybody's waiting. So here we go. We were waiting, and the winner is boom, Lori.
There you go.
I cannot pronounce your last name.
Pichet.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Tell us. Phonetically. Oh, guys, I have to tell you about a funny language line call. I was taking language line. We were trying to phonetically do a plate, and I'm like C like cat. It didn't work out, guys, because they translate exactly. And I was like D like dog, and so they were like D like perro, and I was like, wait, no, don't. So my translator, I was like, stop! What are you doing? So
nice,
Shannon.
like
Let's call her Pickle.
But seriously, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lori,
yes, Lori,
good job.
you are the winner. You're the epic winner of what was it?
What?
You said, what did you say? Did you say pickle?
Yeah, well, someone said Pickle. We'll call her Lori Pickle.
Oh, I thought you said it. Sorry, I heard you wrong.
Yeah. So you need soda. That's what I told you.
Or is it pop?
It's soda pop. Sorry, soda pop. Ugh,
soda pop. Soda pop Curtis. Just like The Outsiders. Epic Pickle. Yes. So Lori, you are the winner of the epic giveaway for Dare to Be Great 4. That is $500. So get with me on Facebook. Send me a message. Send me your information, and I will get that mailed out to you, as I'm sending out all the beanies as well tomorrow. Hold on. Gary says, wait, is there a winner for the social media pic posting, or did you get us all to fall for something? No, that one is a separate one. That one is one that I'm doing tomorrow on social media. So you beat me to the punch. I wasn't going to post anything yet until tomorrow, but I'll just say it now. There was a bunch of people who posted pictures, and I have a giveaway that's going to be going out for that as well. So it's coming.
Jeez, Jerry.
Yeah. It's like Big Daddy when they're like, we wasted the good surprise on you. The surprise is out. Dang it.
Oh, look at
no, it's all good. It's all good.
Spread the love with it.
Absolutely. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that is awesome. But yes, Gary Tammy Hill. There is another one. And that's for the picture stuff, and that one might be some merch stuff.
Yeah, Teresa, did you hear that?
Yes.
Merch.
That'll be good. Yes. And that one is going to be the same way as this. So I took all of the names and I just use random.org. So I just number all of them, and then the number that comes up, bam, that's the winner. So it'll be the same thing. Amy says, well, fact. I didn't post pics because I was in the
Damn those command staff meetings.
No, Roxy, you're in there. You're in there as well. All the pictures. Everyone who shared a picture. Gary says, oh, just got Tammy's attention. Merch. Aha! There you go. Yes. Well, he did a lot of head tilts for Dr. Andre. Well, yes. So everyone who took a picture, that's why I wanted you to hashtag it DTBG4, because then all I have to do is search for that hashtag and all of those pictures show up. So I already have all of the pictures, and you know what? Yeah. It'll happen tomorrow. Just hang tight. I need to get some sleep.
Yes.
But
that's an understatement.
I already have Teresa waiting on my beanie. Dude, I'm gonna get him out there. What's mean? What's
I told
mean?
you, less talking, more shipping.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to ship them out. I've been doing a lot.
Yes, you have. It's fair.
So yes, again, I have all of the pictures already on a lineup and numbered, and I'm going to put out on social media who the winner is, and then it'll be a little merch package. So, oh, Roxy, pretending to tell us, then taking it back. I love you too. Gary says, you need a satellite office in New Jersey. Dude, I'd be all about it.
Yeah.
Shannon says, y'all stop being mean to little old Ricardo. Yeah, that's right. Listen to Shannon. Damn it.
Damn it.
Jack says, ask for volunteers for shipping staff. I've got my kids.
That's what I say.
Yeah. The children are just gonna like toss stuff in bags and everything. Well, no. They're gonna hand me stuff.
You want to eat? Stuff those boxes.
She said that, not me. Oh, wrong way. She said that, not me. Oh, that's funny. Let me see here. I want to make sure I got everything that I was going to mention. And yes, that is everything. So again, Shannon says volunteer or voluntold? Voluntold.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Lori, once again. Like I said, send me a message on Facebook and we'll get things squared away. I can't even talk. Squared away. And then tomorrow will be the giveaway for those who took selfies and pictures in general. So I love you guys. It has been amazing. It has been a good week, and I am above the moon. Super happy, but also super happy to have Dawn assisting me with everything as well for the podcast.
My heart.
Oh, look at that.
I try.
Love it. Excellent. So.
Looks like a pet.
Like Ren and Stimpy style too.
Yeah.
So this live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital and Carbine, as this was also an open mic. I coupled them together so that I could do them both, and I could, after this, go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. and patrons, shout out to you as always. Thank you all so very much. If you haven't done so, check out all of Dare to Be Great 4, all 4 of them actually, but especially this one that just finished up. It was an excellent week. Thank you all for attending. Thank you to all the speakers. You made this what it is. Thank you. And thank you to the sponsors as well. I wouldn't be able to put this on without all of you, and especially, patrons as well, because the patrons, what I get from Patreon, that pays for Crowdcast. So thank you very much for being a patron of the podcast. And Teresa says other duties for her as needed. Packing beanies. Yeah, I'm gonna fly you over here from where you're at, and you can hook me up by packing beanies for me, please. So thank you all so very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening, the weekend. I hope your numbers went up. If they were a lower number, everyone who put in a number seemed to be a high one. So thank you all for being here. If you have any comments, questions, or you want to be a guest on the show, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches podcast. And if you want to become a patron of the podcast and help support us, you can hook us up. It's patreon.com/WTT podcast. This can be seen on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitter. And then you can listen to the flagship show 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. And also, if you can, share the podcast, because this January is the 10-year anniversary of Within the Trenches, and we are super close to hitting 2 million downloads worldwide, and it's heard in over 60 countries. So thank you all for the support. I appreciate it more than you know. Have a good one, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Bye,
Have a good
Dawn.
shift, Sabrina. She's working the night shift. Bye.
Oh, have a good shift, yo.
Yeah.